All right, just confirm if you're alive. Yeah, I might just have to wake up really early for this stream. All right, but yes, we're live. All right, welcome back to another live stream here at the studio here at Reolink. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna try to keep my face really awake for this stream. Uh, why are we streaming at this time today? Because we have a special guest joining us, and we'll be having some conversations. Yeah, I'll keep the details for later, but some great tips coming up for anyone interested in uh, taking care of their farm or the people that work with horses, security in the farm, stuff like that. We'll be going through details on that later. But again, if you're just joining us, welcome to the live stream here. I have details on picks that we have today. I'll be speed running through them as we do as usual. I'll be going through everything that we have here on the table. I have some top picks for this week that I will be showing you, and maybe going into details, a few details or not, but we'll go over these today. Do we have a code that is up today? A code for purchase? Okay, so will that be on the screen? Let me see. All right, let me see. I think we have a code up that should be on the screen sometime soon. And right? Wait, is this right? Ah, so it's here. You sure? But I feel like the oh, okay, yeah, I see it. Oh, okay, that's a sweet code. Tony Horse OCT, like October. So Tony Horse October. Hey, who came up with that name? I see. All right, Tony Horse OCT. That code is here. Will get you 5% off, extra 5% off on everything we have right now. And our top picks for this week, I'm gonna be going through right now. Is so I think we're gonna start with the Argus PT Ultra. That's it. Yeah, with the solar panel. So this comes with a solar panel, almost 360 view with this security camera. You have up to 10 seconds pre-recording with this security camera. So when being able worrying about having a battery powered security camera that misses the moment, this resolves that. With that 10 seconds pre-recording, it means the camera starts recording 10 seconds before an event happens. So when the camera detects motion, I would say, it goes back. It gives you 10 seconds before that motion is detected, so you're able to see more or know more that happened prior to you being detected. As an example, I would say it's just the mode where the camera keeps recording but doesn't keep footage that it is recording. So whenever that sensor detects motion, it keeps 10 seconds before that. So in that way, you're able to know whatever happened prior to the camera detecting movement, so you can get more of the full picture. So that's in this camera, that up to 10 seconds pre-recording. You have 500 days of battery with the solar panel. So it's basically, put it out there, forget about it. It will do its job. Almost 360 degrees. We have Wi-Fi 6 enabled here on this security camera, and this a single charge on this is gonna take you through the cold winter. So you're good with this camera. It's gonna do good in that. Also, you're able to run it through winter without even having to take it down to recharge it. Even if you have the solar panels up there that are not getting enough sun, this is going to do the job and take you through the winter. So this is a great camera that you can use. It has 20,000 milliamp hour battery in here, so that gives you it's a great capacity to keep the camera powered. 1/1.8 inch CMOS sensor, so big enough for you to have clear image from this camera. 3840 by 2160 resolution at 8 megapixels. Again, good image quality on that. Let me see. I think I'm getting the compression rate on this. This maxes out at 15 frames per second. Again, also smooth footage for you to know everything that's happening around. I think you have H265, H264 compression on this camera that allows you for smaller file sizes, so you're able to store a lot of footage on here. And in here you have that micro SD card that you can put in here to have everything stored locally. So it's basically you purchase this camera and then, well, you have a camera that works with an app that you can remotely view without paying any subscription. And then you have local storage to be able to have all your footage stored in here. Without any hassle. So that's Altus PT Ultra. First pick of the day that I'm just speed running through, and I'm gonna go to the next one. Just here, making sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, Jennifer Lud. Hi, Jennifer. She's here. How are you? Wait, am I skipping anything here? Wait, you are awake really early. I was already thinking I'm super early, but you are super early. Good morning. Yeah, morning. I'm like, yeah, really early this morning because I have to do this because we have a special guest in a different time zone and I have to be able to match that time zone to be able to have this conversation. So yeah, that's why I picked this time. So if you're not here, you're not watching this live stream live, feel free to drop a message down, a comment down below, and I'll know later. I hope you're doing good, Jennifer, and you're just waking up. Work, getting ready for work. Yeah, I know. 7:14 a.m. Yeah, tell me about it. All right, I'm gonna go over and to our second speed run product of the day. That's the Altus, the Reolink Altus. So that's the Altus PT Ultra, and here we have the Altus. So this is a bullet. This is a PTZ security camera. This is a 2K. Also with pre-recording bullet camera with a long-lasting battery in here. You have about 20,000 milliamp hour battery and color X night vision in this camera that allows you to, I would say, see at night, you know, even without spotlights. So with that technology, you're able to have full color vision because you have a 1.0 aperture in here, which is the same as what you have in the Altus PT Ultra. The lens opening you have is a 1.0 opening. So with these two cameras, you don't actually need spotlights to be able to view in full color at night. They're able to absorb enough light because of that wide lens opening, and you're able to get a crystal clear footage with that with that in here. You're able to get great footage at night, and again with this you also have that 10 seconds pre-recording. So the main difference here, you have 2K versus 4K. Battery sizes are the same, dual band Wi-Fi 6 on both of those, and you have pretty much 1/1.8 CMOS sensor here, and the same CMOS sensor, the 1.0 aperture opening on both lenses. This gives you 2560 by 1440. So that's 2K versus 4K here. H264 and 265 on both cameras. So you have, you know, great file sizes, like smaller file sizes where you can have a lot of footage in both cameras. So you have a 1/10 diagonal view with a 90 degrees horizontal view, and a vertical view of 50 degrees. So gives you wide enough coverage around your home. Depending on where you want to install it, maybe a couple of those around to be able to, you know, monitor things around. And now with Smart Link, you're able to have the cameras speak to each other. You have anything for me? Wait, I'm gonna get to questions in a bit. And again, with these two cameras, you can use solar panels. Okay, so solar panels, keep them up there, forget about it. And through winter, good choices that you can keep in there and have your home secured. You know, one charge for your whole winter, and it's gonna hold up. All right, so these are great security cameras that you can have with all pre-recording features. Both feature that. Maxes out at 15 frames per second. So again, good footage out there, two-way audio. All these extra functionalities that come with these security cameras are not paid for. They're all included when you get a Reolink security camera and you have the app, so you're free to do anything you want. Here, Jennifer, okay, thank you. It's evening for you. Nope, I just got up pretty early. JC says both of them have pre-recording, right? Yes, these cameras, JC, these cameras have pre-recording. Both of them have pre-recording that would work seamlessly with both cameras. All right, they both have it. So 2K versus 4K. That's the main difference with these two security camera, and of course the design bullet versus PTZ that you're getting on the Altus PT Ultra. All right, third product, speed running. We have a Track Mix LTE. Oh, we have the camouflage version today, huh? All right, so the Track Mix LTE is the 4G cellular enabled version of the Track Mix series. So what does LTE mean? You put a SIM card in here, you get these amazing, gorgeous looking security camera. You put it out there, and it's just gonna do the job. And if you've been watching Reolink, you've been with us for a bit now, you know this is one of our amazing cameras that we have. Amazing tracking, both lenses, one for zoom, one for tracking, and then there's, I don't know if you can hear that. See, so that's like speed. The model in there, it's very good at tracking, and then that speed is really fast when it's tracking moving subjects. And this is amazing. And in camouflage like this is like a great combination that you can put in the middle of nowhere. You know, get a nice tree, put it up there. It's good. It's gonna go stealth, and no one will be able to see this camera. You have your 4G cellular card, data card in there that would allow you to use your phone to view footage from the security camera and record and check a lot and two-way talk to this camera up there. And it's going to be hidden, and you have all the internet functionality in there with that data SIM card that you put in there. So again, this is one good one. It's a fan favorite, and I think a lot of you already know this camera. 4K, 8 megapixels, good IP rating on this camera too. 1/3-inch CMOS sensor, and then you have 3840 by 2160 resolution on this too. Compression 264 to 65, smaller file sizes. Like I said, all these here with spotlights, you can view color footage. So these, unlike the Altus, this needs 4G, and it needs spotlights to be able to see in full color at night. All right, so this, I'm gonna put it here if you have more questions about this. But this is a very beautiful security camera that I highly recommend. Not necessarily in camouflage. There's a white version too that you can use depending on your environment. This is a great one that you might not want to miss. And don't forget, the code is here. It's here on the screen. You should be able to use that to accumulate more on to get what you want. Hey, yeah, Skull and Crossbones from, yeah, I know, my man. Skull and Crossbones, good to have you here, man. Good to have you here. I wasn't expecting you to be here. I thought you were going to watch a replay, but it's good to have you here. Good to have you here. We're just speed running through what we have right now, but stick around. We have a special guest, and we'll be asking some questions. And I'd love for you to have a whole list of questions that you can ask her that we can all talk about and have conversations about here. Next product, we have the Go Ranger PT. All right, Joes. Got that. Also, camouflage Go Ranger, like its name gives it out, huh? Go Ranger. Also in camouflage, this also has a 4G. It's a 4G enabled security camera, 4K, 8 megapixels. This is great for detection, animal detection, and recognition. Differentiate between different type of animals and send you notifications on your phone. This is a battery powered security camera too. They all use solar panels. Our picks here today use solar panels, including a Track Mix, to power this security camera, leave it out there. And this is essentially, I would say, compared to the Track Mix, it's compact. Looking at the palm of my hand here, it fits in here, and you can see it. Yeah, if you don't look at the antenna, huh? But this does great. This is also a camera that can install in the middle of nowhere, and it would do great for this type of scenarios. 1/3-inch CMOS sensor, 3840 by 2160, 4K resolution here, 264 to 65 also in here, low file sizes, and then a lot of presets modes on this security camera that you can use. We have one guard position and up to 64 different preset modes that you can use on this security camera in case you're having it out there in the wild, maybe for conservation activities, or you just want to monitor somewhere that's really far from home, or you have a cabin away from away in the woods somewhere that you want to have security around and know what's happening around. This is also a great way to go. Or just generally, if you around your home you have like a big nice tree and you just want to have a security camera up there. Wait, am I disclosing locations to place the cameras? All right, you can have this put up there. It's going to go stealth mode. No one's going to see it. No one's going to know. And it will do its job. You can view footage from it and record from it, right? Again, code down there if you want to get that also. Oh, yeah, it pans at 355 degrees and tilts at 140. So you have like a whole space for panning and tilting. Wait, does it make any noise? Uh-oh. Oh, okay, I just moved it a little bit. Did I? What? No, come on, it's a quality product. Wait, okay, now, see? Noise maybe not so strong like the track mix, as you heard, because that one is, it's a beast. All right, I'm going to put that here. And then get to the next one. All right, if you have more questions about these cameras, you can check the link that takes you to the website where you can find more details, or you can just ask me here and I'll answer all of your questions. Yeah, let me see. I think we're gonna get to, yeah. You know what? So speed running. Again, we have the Go PT Ultra that I talked about in the solar panel. All these cameras come with solar panel, and then we have the, the Go PT Ultra, Go Ranger, and Go PT Ultra also is solar enabled. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, topic for today is to have a chat. I just want to have fun chatting with our guests on the show because I have some questions and. Yeah, she's here. Can we get her on?
You can talk with Tony first, and I can open his camera
Oh yeah.
and give them more.
Let me see. Is Tony? Are you here? I think we're gonna have a chat together. Pop so we can. Can he give a warm introduction to Tony? Is she? Can we get her on? So we can have a chat today. While we're waiting for more people to join us, so we can get this chat going and ask questions and have conversations. Yeah.
Okay, she's here.
Uh, Wait, is she here? Because I can see on my screen. Is she on our
Yeah,
screen?
yeah, she's on the.
Is she on screen? Okay, wait. Let me refresh. Hi, Tony. Sorry. I think I'm delayed a little bit here.
You close your meeting mic.
The mic's muted.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think I
I have a little delay on my
screen,
screen,
so
so
I'm
I'm
not
not
able to.
to.
Okay.
Okay, see you,
See you
see you
live.
live.
But
But
it's
all
good
right,
to
it's
have
good
you
to have
here.
you here.
But like
But
I
like I
do,
do,
instead of
instead of
introducing
introducing
you,
you,
this is
this is
Tony. But I
Tony.
will
But I
let
will
you
let
tell
you
us a
tell
little.
us a little bit about yourself and what you do, Tony.
So I'm a British equestrian content creator based in England, in Essex, if you've ever heard of it. I started riding 3 years ago, and I literally shared my full riding journey from my first horse riding lesson to now owning my 6-year-old pony called Chester. And I've been working with Reolink probably for about over a year now. I use their Go PT Ultra in Chester's stable and his paddock. So yeah, I'm just a full-blown horse girl, really.
Huh? Wait, I've never. Okay, wait. I've owned a pet. I've owned a dog. I think I've had cats, but never a horse. How does that feel though? To have like such a huge, majestic animal though.
It's a big responsibility and they're very expensive. It's like having an oversized dog. That's how I
Yeah,
explain what Chester's like. He's just an oversized dog, really.
really? Okay. Right. So, do they know when you call them? Like, do they get over? Do you pet them? You know, just the way. I mean, it's a huge dog. I would say,
Yeah.
yeah. But how do you get to play around with them or run around with them sometime?
Yeah, like Chester's very playful. He knows his
Okay.
name. Like if you walk up to the field, he'll
Okay.
recognize me and like start neighing or whinnying. But yeah, no, like they are really similar to dogs in the fact that they will play. they'll run around. Chester will run around. There's like videos on my TikTok where I've just let him into his arena and he'll just start running around on his own. It's quite funny.
Yeah, I probably have the chance to play with the horse oversized dog one day. I'll see how it is, but I've never really had the chance because I've always been like I said on my I had a previous stream when I was explaining that always being scared to ride at the back of a horse because I know it looks easy when you see other people doing it, but then you think about it and then you see it's not actually easy to be behind.
It's not easy, but
yeah,
everyone starts from somewhere and it is difficult to start with. But obviously now I've been riding like 3 years, so I'm used to it. But I can see why beginners find it hard because it's not easy.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I've been telling myself I'll take a horse riding lesson sometime in the future.
I think you
should. I'll wait for that day. Right now, I haven't built up that courage yet. But yeah, come on. Yeah, I built that courage. I think I should be able to do it. I think so. All right. The question though, I have a question. On winter nights, how is it taking care of the horses during winter versus summer? As in specifically, do you worry more about your horse's health during winter compared to summer?
Obviously in winter, the main thing is the cold. You don't want your horse to get cold because if it gets too cold, it might lose condition, it might lose weight. You want to make sure your horse is keeping its muscle. So what I try and do is making sure I'm putting the right rugs on Chester, for example. So I'll always be checking the temperature and seeing what the temperature is going to be depending what rug I'm going to put on him. Whereas in summer, he can kind of go out. He's not going to get too cold. So I can almost leave him to it. Whereas at winter, obviously, you want to make sure he's at his like optimum temperature and he's not going to get too hot or too cold.
Okay. I've never thought about this so deeply because I've never had to interact with horses, but I thought the fur would probably keep them from getting cold. But yeah, I guess they don't have a lot of fur anyway, right?
Depends on the horse. Like, for example, Chester, his fur has been clipped off because when he's being ridden, he can get sweaty. So it's easy to clip him. So like imagine having no hair, you'd feel the wind in your hair more. So a clipped horse has to be kept warmer than say a horse that has all of its fur still.
Okay. So do you make any adjustments to their diet or nutrition during winter?
For Chester, he's quite hearty, so he can pretty much eat the same that he eats in summer, in winter. Like he keeps his weight on well, whereas some horses, once the weather drops, they might lose weight. But for him, I'm quite lucky that he is like his breed typically can like keep weight on quite well. So I have to more worry about him getting too fat than too skinny.
All right. Okay. All right. For everybody that loves horses that is watching us, I have a question. So is there any specific feeds or supplements that you recommend to keep the horses healthy during the colder weather? Is there like a specific thing?
Yeah, there's loads of things you can get for Chester. I have him on like a multivitamin, so it literally covers everything from like muscle, gut health, to help with his hooves. There are a lot of brands that do stock them, especially like over in the UK as well. There's so many supplement brands. But I've got him on a multivitamin. I also have him on a bit of a calmer in the winter time because he can get a little bit fresh. He can get a bit excited. So helping him like keep his energy in. Having him on a little scoop of a calmer in the winter time really helps him as well, just to not go too crazy.
Okay. And I guess they also have to do a lot of exercise, you know, they have to go out a lot of times, especially when it gets cold, to move their muscles and run around a bit more than
definitely,
in summer.
Definitely keeping them out and they'll stay warm. They stay warmer outside moving around than they do in a stable. So, you know, a lot of riding and like activities, and then trying to keep them out over the winter so they can stretch their legs and ensuring they've got enough turnout and things like that.
Yeah. So when we talk about they're warmer outside than in the stables. So do you do any temperature control measures in the stable? Like, is anyone or for anybody that owns horses, is there a way to keep the stables at a specific temperature?
Because every stable is different. Some are inside
Yeah.
barns that maybe
Mm.
don't have as much wind flow. Some are outside. To be honest, I go by the temperature just on the iPhone app. Putting my hand under him wearing the rug. If I can feel that he's quite sweaty, I might need to put a less thick rug on him. And if he feels cold, then I'd put a thicker rug on. But as long as he's not too sweaty and he's not freezing cold, you literally just judge it by just feeling them, because obviously they've
Oh
got
yeah.
their blood inside of them. Every horse is different. Some are quite,
Yeah.
say, cold-blooded. Some are quite warm. For a breed like Chester, he is more of a warmer breed, so he probably wouldn't need to be rugged as heavy as, say, a different breed of horse that gets a little bit colder.
Ah, I see. All right. So the rugs do it all. I in terms of if they're like
Yeah,
if they're cold,
like
yeah,
a
those are out
duvet,
there.
really. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's just the natural way, I would say, and well, I guess that would work best for this type of animals with Chester. And when it comes to snowy, let's say slippery ground in winter, is there anything special you do to the horses to be able
To be
start
honest,
running?
it does get cold here. We don't get that much
Yeah.
snow, maybe like a couple
Okay.
of days. But we do have
Okay.
where our arenas, they're kind of made of sand and surface. It does freeze. If it does freeze, you just can't ride. So you have to wait for it to defrost. Obviously, our
Oh,
temperatures do go below zero. So
yeah.
you have to wait, give them a day off. If the ground's really icy, obviously you want to be careful if you're taking your horse out that they don't slip, because
Yeah.
ground will be slippery. So winter, you kind of judge it on case by case basis. Like over here, it doesn't get too cold where we're in like -degrees, but we might have a few days where if the arena freezes, you just have to have a day off, really.
Right. So I've seen in movies though, a lot of people just running horses in winter on the ice. Is that so? Is that actually real? I don't know.
I can see that you could ride on snow as long as it's not
Yeah.
super slippery, but like
Yeah.
we don't get that snow in the UK, unfortunately. Like if we have anything, it's like slushy and wet and icy. I mean, you could definitely ride horses in the snow, but it was just
Yeah.
being
Okay.
more about the ice and checking that it's not too slippery, because you'd be like an ice rink otherwise.
Oh yeah. Okay. I should go back and check some of his movies to make sure exactly what I'm looking for. So would you say generally horses should exercise more in winter versus summer, or it's the same?
It really depends on the horse, to be honest. I think it's good to keep them in a lot of work over winter, keeps their minds busy, especially if some yards don't have the turnout field options. It's nice to make sure that the horses are keeping their brains occupied, because if you were sat inside all day, you'd get bored. So it's best to like try to do different things each day. I mean, even if you can't ride because your arena's frozen, you could try and take your horse out on a walk or something. Just trying to keep them busy. Like I try and keep Chester in full-time work, ridden like 5 to 6 times a week, to make sure that he doesn't get bored, since he's quite young. He's a baby, so he's keeping his brain constantly occupied.
Ah, I see. So what's like going back to the start, what's a routine day like for you? I mean, with the horses, like when you wake up in the morning. For viewers, I want to know.
So I'm quite lucky. Chester is on like part livery, so in the week I'm working.
Okay.
So there'll be
Okay.
someone at my yard that will turn him out, feed him, check that he's okay in his field, and then I'll come down after work and either ride him, take him out, go to a competition, and then at the weekend it will be my duty to do him. So I'll go down and do all of his jobs and his mucking out and poo picking and all the fun jobs like that. It takes like a couple of hours, but once it's done, it's quite fun to do it. I do enjoy it, but
No.
it is definitely less full on than being fully on DIY the whole week. It's nice to have a little bit of help, especially if you're working and you're busy. It's nice to have that support.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. So you're juggling. Okay, working and taking care of the horses. I guess it's your hobby and you love it. So
Yeah.
at that end, it's really fun. Why I was smiling, I was about to laugh as when you said all the poo picking and all the fun stuff. That was the link to the fun stuff, because I know horses drop a whole load.
Yeah. It's
And
never ending.
picking that, I don't think that's fun. No, no. But yeah, it was linked to that. It's just something funny. All right. Okay, getting back to Reolink cameras though. So again, what camera is your favorite till now? Among what you've had so
Mm.
far.
The Reolink Go PT Ultra. That's
Oh
that's my
yeah,
favorite. I've had the camera now probably for about over a year. I
okay,
like that you don't need Wi-Fi because obviously at my yard
yeah,
we're in the middle of nowhere, so I rely on phone signal. The solar panel is really, really handy. I literally have it installed in his paddock, and
mm,
it's literally been live since the day I put it up. That it stayed fully charged, which I was surprised because we don't get too much sun here. So it's really interesting to see that like it doesn't need that much to keep it active and charged
yeah,
up, and it's just
yeah.
handy to have it on my phone.
Yeah. That was just what I was talking about. Like having these cameras, having them around, and just a
Yeah,
little bit of sun on that solar panel can keep them going like for a
yeah.
very, very long time. Yeah, and we have a question. I have a question for JC. She's asking if you can ride horses on the road in the UK.
Yes, yeah, you can ride. You just have to be careful, obviously, like the speed of the road, and it's more about cars giving you enough space. But yeah, you can ride on the road.
Oh, so I can just take a horse. Like my horse is going the road and
Yeah,
yeehaw. Oh
we've
wow.
ridden to the pub or like to a restaurant, and it's so good.
Oh yeah. We should go to we should okay. Now I'm more excited to ride horses. Old
Yeah,
Town. That'll be fun though. So you've done that? Like you've
yeah.
done that multiple times?
Ridden
Like
to the
well
pub and got a drink from like the bar, like a
oh
beer
like
or
how far
something.
is it? Sorry, how far
Um,
is it from you?
to be honest, it's not that far. It's maybe like 15 minutes.
Ah, yeah, 15 minutes. That's quite a ride though. I mean, get on the horse, go. Okay, go 15. Okay, and I have a fun question though. Do you listen to music while you ride the horse? While you ride
You
your
can.
horses? Like,
I wouldn't if I was on the road, just so I could hear the
okay,
cars. But yeah, you
okay.
can. Yeah.
All right. Does he ever? I just I don't know. Yeah, like does he ever? Come has he ever come up to you to listen to music to the rhythm of how the horses are getting on the road? It just came on my mind
No, but I suppose you
to the
could
beat.
ride to the beat.
Yeah, it just came up my mind though. All right, so okay, go PT Ultra, and the Go Ranger though. If we're just looking at these cameras, this is a white one. This is the Go Ranger is right here with the camouflage design. Would you say that would fit better in the stable environment, like hidden as compared to the white one, or you don't actually mind the difference in colors?
I suppose it doesn't really mind because it's not really
Okay,
as a security point of view. But
okay,
I know that we actually do use Reolink cameras at our yard as well, and
yes,
they actually use the camouflage ones for like security cameras,
okay.
which is nice to see because obviously they are quite popular cameras and they're kind of like people's first point of call to use.
All right, okay. All right, that's I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, good. That's good to know. That's good to know. Another question though. I'll be reading question up to you from Skull and Crossbones. He says, "Good day, Tony. What are your top three horse movies?"
God, probably Black
Ah,
Beauty,
Black
Spirit.
Beauty, Spirit.
Um, Third one, maybe Tangled because there's the horse in Tangled by
Wait,
Disney.
has any of you ever seen any of these movies? Black Beauty, Tangled, and the third one? No,
You'll have to go
no.
and watch them. Homework.
Okay, yeah, guilty. I haven't watched any of these movies, but yeah, okay. Well, I have a queue now. I have movies to queue down now to watch. Okay, Tangled, Black Beauty, and wait, what's the
Spirit.
third one? Spirit. Okay, can you list those down? I'm gonna check them out later. And for anybody watching us, please keep those questions coming in. They're fun. And if you've watched any of these movies before, let me know. Skull and Crossbones, three answers there. Let me know if you've watched any of these movies before. Okay. Uh, Met. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I see. I see a lot of medals behind you though.
My
What are
rosettes
those for?
from competitions that I've done with
Okay.
Chester and my old horse that I used to loan called Bobby. We've accumulated quite a lot over like the last year or so.
Ah, and but that's still a whole lot of medals, I would say. These medals, yeah, that's a whole lot. How many competitions have you been in? That's a whole lot.
Quite a few. Like at some points, I go like twice a week or once a week.
Okay. So, like basically every week then, like a couple of times in a week. It
Yeah,
looks like. Okay. All right, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's all I did. Yeah, it shows you're pretty good at what you do. And yeah, I think we already know that, but yeah, still seeing those behind you. Congratulations, though.
thank you.
Good on those. Good on those. All right. Next question. So, so do you feel at ease when do you feel more at ease if the camera alerted you to an unusual behavior to if your horses, you know, or do you or if I rephrase it, do you get a lot of notifications from your security camera um, from your horses based on unusual behavior?
To be honest, I have set it up so that it's like is it called the PIR detection? Um,
Yes.
and I don't get too much, knowing mainly because nothing's really happening. But I think if
Okay.
someone's going his field or if someone came into the stable, the camera
Mm,
would pick it up. So I know that if something did pop up, it would be quite urgent for me to look. But I don't check the camera too much. But I think knowing it is there
mm,
and I can look back through the recordings if I need to, it's really handy
okay.
because I don't want to be like constantly watching it. I like to know that like he's fine, but if I did
Okay.
need to check or if I got a notification, then I could easily just check it.
Isn't Chestnut always sleeping most of the time, like just chilling down on
Sometimes
the
I
floor?
do
Yeah.
turn the camera on and he's asleep, or when he
Yeah.
used to be in his stable more last
Oh yeah.
year, I'd open it
Mm.
at night and he would be like sleeping and I could literally hear him snoring through the camera.
Yeah. Yeah, because I've seen a couple of videos from Chestnut. I think yeah, he's probably mostly
Mm.
just chilling.
He
Those are
loves
the
to
ones I've
sleep.
seen that one. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So when we talk about the cameras in general, yeah. So we have
Mm.
the wireless ones, the 4G enabled ones, and the PoE versions. Yeah. Would you say
Yeah.
you would want to fiddle around, play around with the PoE ones too, or you're dead on wireless 4G or Wi-Fi security cameras, or PoE ones
Um,
are
For me, I don't have electric, so I'm literally
okay.
relying on either a solar panel or
Okay.
in my old stable, I didn't even
Okay.
have solar panel, so I'd connect it to a portable charger. So
Okay.
they're like the best ones for me. But I have been thinking about getting a camera for my trailer and then maybe linking that up to my car electric. So maybe I
Hmm.
could find something like that that would work.
Okay. So would you say if there was electricity though, would you say you would want to lean more on the cabled setup versus
Yeah.
the
If
wireless
I had the
setup?
electric, then yeah, 100%.
Huh. Okay. So you prefer the cabled setup. But
It's
why
just
though?
easy then, but the solar panel is great, and not having electric and knowing that the camera's working, it is really good.
Okay. So wait, if I'm not confused, so if you had electricity, would
Mm,
you lean more on the cabled setup like the PoE cameras versus
mm.
the wireless ones, or you still stay on the wireless cameras?
I think knowing that I've tried and tested the wireless,
Uh-huh.
if it's not broken, like why would you change it? Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I suppose it's cheaper
If
as
you ain't
well
broke,
because you're not connecting to the electric, you're running
yeah.
off the solar, and it's so
Mm.
cheap to run with like the little SIM card that goes inside of it. It is really, really
Okay.
good.
All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So when you're checking on the security cameras, do you have like specific time schedules during the day where you pick up your phone, or you have like alerts when you like you have alarms where you check periodically on your phone to see what the horses are doing,
Mm.
or do you just go randomly? And if you go randomly, what are you mostly thinking about when you decide to check on them?
If I get a notification, then I'll
Okay.
most likely click on it. But realistically, mainly at night, if I know that I'm not
Mm.
able to go down there, I'll check a few times in the evening just to see he's okay, just to check that he's where he's supposed to be and he hasn't like escaped and gone out of his field or something like that. But it's mainly like when I know I can't be down there, and I'll just
Okay.
on him to see if he's okay.
Huh. Okay. Wait, I think I'm getting more questions here, Jesse. Wait. Is she asking the same question again? Wait. What are you? Okay, we got all the. What is the funniest thing your Reolink camera has captured? All right. So from Colin Crossbone, what's the funniest thing your Reolink camera has captured?
I think it would be when I opened it at night. Chester was laying down, like literally flat asleep, and he was literally snoring, and it was so funny.
Wait, horses snore? Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Again, I've never had for anybody watching, I've never had a lot of interactions with horses. I'm not sure how they behave. So if I'm asking dumb questions, I'm just trying to know how things work. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So they do snore. Okay. Good. So scoring crossbones. So yeah, she captured her horse snoring. That's it. All right. Next question is there a time where you've actually felt like having these security cameras are kind of like super useful or kind of help like a specific situation where you would think like having these would be really good apart from just checking on them?
I think if your horse was unwell, luckily touch wood, it's not
Okay.
happened to me, but if your horse
Yeah.
was unwell and say you couldn't be there all of the time, you could literally monitor them through the camera. And I think that is something that's probably invaluable, you know, like having that like sense of security is really handy, and checking if they're eating. If they're not eating, there might be something that's wrong, or if they're not drinking, and you could literally position the camera to see their whole stable, and you could see if their water was going down and stuff like that. So luckily it's not happened, but if it did happen, I'd know that I'd have the sense of security because of the camera.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, generally, it still falls around, checking on the horses, making sure they're okay, checking on the stable, making sure, nothing is in there to harm the horses.
Yeah.
And so I would say, generally, still for security. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
What triggered you to buy
it? And okay, yeah. First start. Okay. Question. Just got a question here. What was the first thing that triggered you to want to have a security camera?
I think it's because a lot of my friends had them, and I feel like being able to watch your horse when you're not there is quite convenient. And if you're not there, you don't even know what is going on. So all I can do at any time, just open the app. I can see where he is. I can see what he's doing. If I was at work and I wasn't with him and I didn't have the camera, I'd probably have to wait all day to be able to go down there to check on him. So it's really, really handy.
Yeah. All right. I also have another question here from Josephine. He says, how was your first time riding a horse? How did you feel?
I was a little bit nervous. It was probably I started riding properly 3 years ago. So obviously I couldn't really ride. So I was a little bit scared, but I was quite excited because I knew I would really like it. And then lo and behold, I ended up jumping into the deep end and becoming like obsessed with it. So no, I did really enjoy it.
Okay. All right. So wait, that's like an easy answer. Even me right now, if I had to ride a horse, you were nervous, but I would be. Wait,
you'd be
no,
scared.
I'm not scared. No, I'm not. I'm not scared. You said that. I didn't say that. I'm not scared. Look at my face. I'm not scared. See, I'm gonna ride a horse. I'm gonna send you a video of that.
Yeah, please do.
Why are you guys laughing? Why are you guys laughing? All right. So if Reolink has to add a specific features to these security cameras to make it to give it a feature that would be extra useful at the stables, what would you want to put in there? No.
Honestly,
Tough one. Yeah.
I actually can't even think of anything because it ticks all my boxes, to be honest.
Okay.
Like, it is really good. I think maybe something where I could connect it to my trailer, and instead of viewing it on my phone, could you have like a little viewing screen? That would be really handy.
Oh, yeah. Okay, like a screen that will be on this trailer that you can just like something that
Like,
just
say I could
you can
have the
just
screen in my car,
okay,
the camera's in the back of the trailer filming Chester, and then I could like
okay.
have a little screen where you could attach it to something, or it has a little stand, and then you wouldn't
Mm.
have to rely on having it through the phone. That would be ideal. But
Okay, so transmitting a live
yeah,
feed of the
yeah.
horses, the ridiculous screen in the trailer. Okay,
Mm,
okay, that's something we can note down. See, I think there are fixes to this, but yeah, I think I'm gonna see how to make something like that, like a fix to
mhm,
that. How about features like let's talk about AI in general.
mm,
If there's anything AI going in there, what would you want to have in? Let's say an example. Uh, instead of checking out the feed, you just have a general summary of like a written summary, like, okay, Chester is eating, is eating right now, or
mm,
Chester was eating at this time and doing this at this time. Do you think something like that would be useful? Like, instead of having to go over to watch a video, maybe when the
mm.
connection is not that strong, maybe a
That would
written
be really
summary of
cool.
what has happened. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know that would be possible, but yeah, that would be really cool.
Oh yeah.
Like a little transcribe of like
Yeah.
he drunk at this time, he ate at this time. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
really interesting to
Really
see.
useful, interesting. Yeah. Okay. Can we note that down? I think that would be a good, kind of something really fun that like we can put in there. All right. So generally, I would say, what would you say? eh, I'm going in between cameras and back to horses, back and forth. What would you say Chester enjoys the most during winter? Would you say he enjoys winter more or summer more?
Um, I think he, I think he would say he enjoys summer more because we can go
Okay.
out on so many fun rides. Like I've taken him to the
Okay.
beach. I take him out
Huh.
and riding through fields.
Okay.
I think he loves that. So that's what I think he would say. But God knows.
All right. Okay. So let's say if you could take your horses, your Chester somewhere to travel, where would that be? Like on a
Um,
holiday?
I'd love to take him to the beach because he loves it. And a nice big beach that was like huge. Because around where I live, there's not as many
Yeah.
big beaches where you can like ride out into like the sea and like the sand. Our beaches are a little bit shorter. So I think he would love
Hmm.
that.
Huh. Okay. Oh, yeah, like an open space where he can run
Yeah.
around and ride around. Okay, that's fine too. Would you say you love riding in the morning, early morning rides, or evenings, or is there like a do you have
Um,
like a specific routine?
I'm not much of a morning person. So I'd probably
Ah,
say evenings after work because I'm not the
okay.
best at getting up early.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And yeah, you're looking at the second here, but anyway, I guess most of us are like that. Wait, why are you laughing? You're not an early person, but yeah, okay. So you see, you're not morning people. That's good. That's a very good one. But again, this is pretty much like a good. Let me see if I'm having more questions here. Enjoying the conversation. Wait, I did not skip anything here. Uh, oh yeah, and by the way, don't forget with the speed run I did. We have a code here that is meant for Tony Horse October. So again, you can. It should be Tony Chestnut October, but anyway, Tony Horse October is down here. You can use that and on the speed run that I did with the product here. Again, I'm not missing any questions. I think Skull and Crossbones has never seen any of those movies because he run away after after all the movies were mentioned. Oh yeah, wait, no, you're trying to tell me. She's asking me to recall the three movies that you mentioned. I know Spirit. Yeah, Black Beauty is the Spirit, and oh, okay. Hey, you wrote them down, okay? You wrote them out. This should be fine. All right. Generally, wait, do we have Tony's accounts that we can share in case anybody wants to follow Tony to see more of the things she does and how she plays around with the horses. We'll drop it down in the chat box. So go around, keep her follow, check her stuff. It's fun up there. Yeah, hopefully one day I'll get to go ride a horse and ride a horse to a bar and get a beer. Oh, we'd have had like yeehaw, and then that'll be fun. That'll be a first video with the horse. All right, I guess we are out. Not a lot of questions for now. But Tony, generally, it's good having this chat. Again, it's nice talking to you. Generally, I think we have a lot of questions answered on how to take care of your horses during winter,
Mhm.
and about the cameras. I understand that you're more of a wireless person that a cabled person, and
Yeah,
because of the convenience that comes with these cameras. Okay, so I'll say generally, would you say most of your friends that use cameras around their stables go that route too, or has anyone ever mentioned that they prefer to have something cabled over the wireless versions?
I think probably because lack of electric, most of us go
Okay,
for the wireless, and they are really
okay,
handy. Like, most of my friends will use the PT Ultra.
okay, all right. So okay, I guess. All right. I'll say thank you, Tony. Thank you for being here. Thank you for
Thank you
having
for
this
having
quick
me.
conversation, and having this chat. I enjoyed it. We should do it again some other
Yeah.
time. And Tony's Instagram account is there, right? And in the chat. So go give her a follow. And thanks, Tony.
Thank
And then
you.
talk again some other time. Okay. I won't
See
take
you
much of your
soon.
time. All right.
Bye.
Talk to you later. Bye bye. Bye bye. All right. All righty. All righty.
That was a pretty quick one. No, that wasn't quick. That was just fun and chatting. It was fun, actually. But well, I can ride a horse and I'm not scared of riding horses, and you know that. So okay, before we get back to that topic, let me speed run on everything we have. Go PT Ultra 4G enabled cellular camera with 4K, 8 megapixels, 355 degrees, almost 360. And you have a 140-degree tilt. Okay, here the Altus here with 2K, with Color X night vision 1.0 aperture opening. We have that also. These are the picks for this week. This will give you a color night vision even without spotlights. It has pre-recording mode, so you don't miss any events. If you want more details about pre-recording explanations, I did just go back and watch what I said before, and there's still information is on the webpage where you can find that. The Altus PT Ultra, also 20,000 milliamp hour battery, so 4K, 2K, PTZ, bullet again. The Track Mix LTE 4G enabled version, camouflage. The Go Ranger, also camouflage. All 4G enabled security cameras, and these are Wi-Fi 6 enabled security camera, dual band, 2.45 gigahertz security camera with the. Oh no, this is the 4G version of Go PT Ultra. Sorry, and this goes with 4G cellular SIM card in there. All right, JC is still here. All right, and then. What else we got that I didn't go over during the speed run? I think we have. Oh yeah, we did the Go PT Alter. All these cameras, yeah, can be recharged with the solar panel. So easy installation, easy. You have easy way to recharge these security cameras. These two amazing. If you were worried about winter and the cold, these two are going to take you throughout winter without any issue. They worked really great. So these are also great options. Just with just one charge, you can go over the whole winter with these two cameras. Okay, the Altus and the Altus PT Ultra, they're in here. Again, I'm just checking in if I missed anything. I don't think I did.
Hey, Gabriel,
Yes.
you can mention that if our orders of this code reach 50, and we will select one lucky winner from all this order to get a free.
Oh yeah. So again, like I said, so this is because we're gonna extend the code. Wait, when I do my hand here, it should be around the code. We're gonna extend the code here again for this stream because of the time difference. Because I'm really early. I'm up really early today to do this, and I know a lot of you are now getting over to work. So if you're watching this later, this code is here. So if we have about 50 uses of this code on this stream, what we're gonna do is to pick a lucky winner, and you're gonna one lucky winner for the first 50 that use this code, and we're gonna get some goodies. Do we know what goodies we're giving out? Oh yeah, it's free, right? Like free purchase. Oh yeah. So what's gonna happen is, so we have this code here. So if we have 50 people that use this code from this stream, we're gonna pick one person from out of these 50 people, and you're gonna get all your purchase for free. Should I repeat that? Night code here. 50 uses of this code is, we're gonna pick one person out of the first 50 that use this code, and we're gonna get you a free order. So whatever you purchase with the use of this code is gonna be free. All right, that's it. All right. So again, this was a pretty straight up conversation, fun chat, and I think we're gonna do more of these with Tony and. And yeah, and other topics too. And if you're interested in any other topic, because we talked about horse care, stable, and these can be applied to farms. People that have barns, farms that need security cameras. But we're gonna get to other topics too. Other use cases, home and other places too. I think next time we're gonna do something related to home, where you can, you know how to set up cameras at home and how people are using it. We have that conversation too. But generally, yes, we. I think we had a chat with Tony. We had a chat with Tony, not this Tony. It was the man Tony, about using security cameras in his home. And remember, he had his truck stolen at his home, and he talked about how he sets up security cameras and things that happen, which was a sad situation, but think it was recovered later. But yeah, that is also up. I think we can share that in the chat also sometime later. But yes, we're gonna have more of these, and it's good to have you here. Shout out to everybody that stayed and watched it. And if you're watching later too, feel free to drop a comment in the comment section down there. I'll get to it. I'll look at it. And until our next chat, stay safe, stay secure. See you next time.